everybody, welcome back to ICNVDE Drives Edition. Today we're taking Zeus out to finally get serviced out the Crown Rally. So that's why I'm in the car, that's why I'm out rolling the early AM with the little shadow of darkness, but we out here rolling. And what I want to talk about in this video, while I got some time, is like I told you guys before. Once the Z06 pricing finally came out on the configurator, I told you, people were going to say, all you need is a C8. Let's talk about it.
Move on from the grave and put your foot on the gas. No, never stop competing, yeah. I've been doing this, I'm on it. I just wanna be iconic. Sipping on a gin and tonic. Got me going off when I'm on this topic, yeah. If I ever play, I want it. You know that I'm always honest. Stay away from those who are toxic. Keep them out your face, no way, you don't want it, yeah.
Okay, the pricing is out. I'm seeing a lot of C8 versus C8 Z06 videos being dropped as of recently. I'm also seeing a lot of people come out and say purchase a C8 over the C8 Z06. And to me, and I told you guys that once the pricing finally came out, you were going to have this effect where a lot of people were going to come out and say, just get you a C8. You don't need the C8 Z06. And what's kind of shocking to me is it's also coming from a lot of well-named YouTubers. I won't say their names because I know many of us follow the same people. I've actually seen several of your comments on their channels. But what's coming out as of lately is from a couple up-and-coming YouTubers, and shockingly and surprisingly nice number of large YouTubers is, or I'm not gonna say large YouTubers, but people with nice followings, saying that you don't need a C8 Z06, all you need is a C8. And I told you this was going to come. But before we get too deep into this video, go ahead and hit that like button. You know why? Because like buttons matter. Also, leave a comment. I like hearing your comments. If you think I did good, let me know. If you like this content, let me know. And by the way, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Join the ICNVDE Drive Edition community. We have great videos coming your way. We do a little vlogging, we do a lot of conversations, and we do a little messing around as well. Hit that bell so you can stay notified when we drop new content to come your way. But let's get back into this video. As you hear Zeus in the background, a little slight grumble, but like I was saying, many people are saying all you need is a C8 versus C8 Z06. And I will be honest with you. Let's compare the two. And then I'll tell you why I think I don't agree. Well, when you look at the C8, it does have a mid-engine design. And compared to previous Corvettes, that is a game changer. Just from weight distribution alone. The 0 to 60 times are better than any other Corvette that's been released. Maybe not the ZR1 C7, but it's damn near close. And my point behind saying this to you is that when you look at it from that perspective, and this Corvette has a lot of low-end performance. And what I mean by low-end performance, that's where the 0 to 60 kicks in. The launch control is crazy. Even the C7 Z06 can't hang with the launch of this car. So in the short span, 0 to 60, I say 0 to 80, this car is a monster, which most people aren't really going crazy like that in this vehicle. You get a lot of nice options with a convertible top. You can get the Z51 package if you want to track. And yes, if you're not a true heavy tracker where you don't really care about actually putting down the best performance times on the market, this car would do an amazing job and allow you to be respected on the track. Another thing about the C8 is it has more up-to-date technology than most supercars on the market. A lot of the, let's say, German or Italian brands are kind of catching up with the technology, or even trying to take major strides forward. But this interior design, which a lot of people criticize until you actually get in and drive it and realize it makes a lot of sense. And not to mention that the technology in this car is amazing. Plus, unlike a lot of supercars who are truly dedicated around performance, you get a lot of comfort factors in this vehicle as well. So to me, it makes more of the perfect roadster that has nice performance. So when you look at it from that aspect, I can see why people say, especially for retired people who not looking to race and things of that nature, the C8 is probably the perfect vehicle, or all you need. So I guess I don't discriminate or disagree when they say the C8 is all you need. I think it just comes down to what your expectation is of the car that you're buying. And I say this because I know a lot of retired people or older people that own C7 Z06s, and they nowhere near to use the performance of the car. They just have it for conversational pieces and status. And if you're looking to save some dollars, and not necessarily because this C8 Z06, as of right now, which I have another video if you haven't seen about the C8 Z06 becoming more obtainable, take a look at that. But as of right now, the C8 Z06 is kind of hard to get. And I know I've mentioned, or I've watched several other people say it's almost impossible to get. It's really not. And the reason why I say that is because even at this point in time, with the crazy pricings, now I will say this, you will probably have to pay some form of markup. And I say some form, not crazy. But you can find dealers and so forth that should get in a respectable allocation. And I say respectable meaning at least you should have a car by, say, year 2 that you can still get into a vehicle. So when people say it's hard to get, I don't think it's hard to get. I think what it really is you're priced out the market. So maybe that is hard to get. Different opinions, I guess. But for that purpose alone, that's why I say, hey, go get you a C8. But let's look on the other side. The C8 Z06 is really a game changer. And I say a game changer, and like I tell everybody, the 458 to me was not the vehicle to compare it to unless you were just comparing the sound. That is a 10, 12-year-old car that they allowed the Z06 to just destroy. And I say that to you only because it's what America's sweetheart had available, that I think she went against it. But what I would like to see is how it performs against a 488 or F8, because to me those are the two relevant Ferraris that Ferrari has made, and they took major steps forward to increase the performance of those vehicles. So I want to see it against one of those. Also, when we're talking about game changing, it's the highest horsepower flat plane crank V8 ever made. So GM has technically set records with this thing, or made history, because no other company has done it. And as we jokingly say, this is the flat plane crank engine that Ferrari wanted to make, just never did. So when you look at it from that point, not to mention, it does carry over technology. It does carry over the hardtop convertible and other aspects of the base C8. But where it starts to step apart, and this is where I say I don't agree, is even if you look at a roadster, if you drop the Z07 package, you can customize the interior. You can get a more luxurious interior combination on the C8 Z06, especially if you step up to the 3LT, where you can get the adrenaline red interior and the all carbon fiber interior as far as the center console and so much more. So if you're looking for a true luxury roadster, the C8 Z06 becomes a better option. If you're looking at the most dominant track vehicle you can get your hands on today with a naturally aspirated flat plane crank engine, I think it's your only option. And I don't say that like I don't know that Ford makes has a Mustang out with one, but it's not doing Z06 stuff. So that's why when I say to you that the C8 Z06 is a totally different animal, a better purchase, you got to look at this thing for what it really is. And it's a monster that most people aren't trying to talk about. Excuse me. Had to catch back up with traffic. But like I was saying, when you look at this car for what it really is, the C8 Z06 offers more than just performance. If you haven't noticed that, take the time to go play with on the Chevy.com on the builder to see where you're priced out at, but not only where you're priced out at, what you can get with these options. So if you're looking for a true track-focused vehicle, or a high-performance vehicle, or a unique exhaust note that you've never had on any other American car, you cannot deny or argue that with this C8 Z06. If you're looking to be in a certain status or have a vehicle that's going to demand respect as soon as they lay eyes on it, that again is the C8 Z06. Although it's a Corvette, every Corvette purist knows what it is. And they also know and respect what it is. Many people don't respect the base C8. And I say that to you because it's a true statement. Partake in a lot of taking a lot of event with supercar owners. We have fun out there, and like I said, and I have conversations because these are friends and so forth. And although they do give acknowledgement and I would say some acceptance of the C8, they don't really respect it for what a supercar is supposed to be when it comes to high performance and so forth. That's something you have to understand. But if you want a car that's going to demand respect, that's going to show amazing performance, that comes down to the C8 Z06. I don't think there's any other way to say it, but there you go. So when they say C8 versus C8 Z06, I'll just be honest with you, there's no comparison. be honest with you is, when you say C8 versus C8 Z06, the only comparison is interior, technically a little design cues, and mid-engine platform. But when you start to get to performance and things of that nature, there's no comparison. And that's what I want you to understand. So the C8 Z06 and the C8 are two vehicles born from the same descent, but different miles away. And that's the best way I can categorize it. Or should I say, the C8 and the C8 Z06 are two vehicles born from the same heritage or foundation, but their upbringing and their focus is completely different. It's like a mother having a child, having two kids, and one she sends to school to be a doctor and the other goes to be a lawyer, or one goes to be a dentist and the other goes to be an accountant. They both have their own unique places in life, but their purpose is completely different. So it comes down to truly, what purpose are you trying to fulfill with this vehicle, and what you're trying to spend. So if you ask me, I would definitely say get the C8 Z06 because it is the ultimate performance machine by Chevy at this moment. But at the same point in time, for the mass, and I say for the mass, the C8 is truly all you need. Well, that's my viewpoint on this, and I hope we can have more casual conversations about this going forward. So thanks for tuning in, ICNV Drives Edition. Please hit the like, hit the subscribe. Let's have some conversations. Drop something in the comments. We can talk about it. Hit me up on Facebook or Instagram if you want to talk, or you got something you want to get off your chest, or if you got something you want me to talk about or focus on, or just hear my opinion on. Either way, reach out to me. Drop me a line. Don't forget, hit the like and subscribe. Support the channel. I appreciate it. Check out the website, www.icnvde.com. Get some merchandise, some apparel. Just help support the channel. We appreciate it. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching the video. More to come. Peace.